Hi everyone, it's Erlene of Erlene Garcia Art and the Hollywood Carney. Thank you for watching today. We will be making one of my favorite, easiest bead and leather bracelets. So grab about 25 crystals and about 25 or 30 semi-precious stones or beads and cut 2 pieces of square leather, about a 1 inch by 1 inch. You need a beading needle, size D beading thread, and some seed beads. So basically what I'm doing here is I pierce the middle of the leather with my needle and strung up about 5 inches of beads. And I kind of like did 1 crystal, 1 garnet, 1 crystal, 1 amethyst. You can do yours, of course, any way that you like. And so I did 1 complete strand. This will have about 5 strands. These bracelets, you can make them with 3, 5, or 7. It's up to you and how big you cut your leather. So I like to use 2 different colors in seed beads, but that's not a requirement. I used a light lavender rocali, and then I used a matte colored Japanese seed bead. I believe it's Japanese. We can wait till the end of the video and see if I'm correct on that. So I did 1 light, 3 matte, 1 light, and then I picked up a bead, a crystal, a bead, a crystal. So make sure that they are balanced together, because through much trial and error, I have made 1 or 2 that were unbalanced and had to take it apart and do it over again because I'm a perfectionist. So let's see, that looks like it's pretty even. And then I just leave a little space in between each strand, and then I knot it 3 to 5 times. And just make sure you don't want it to pull out. And with this, it requires like 1 length of about 15-20 inches of thread. I try not to make it too long because you don't want it to tangle up if you're familiar with working with this type of thread. The size D is a good strength for me. That's what I use on my American Indian beadwork. And after doing this for 30 or 40 years, I have found that it does hold up. So there I'm knotting it several times, and then I just go to the other side of that first middle strand, and then I'm going to pull it all the way through and continue to pick up more seed beads, more crystals, more amethyst. In this one I used fluorite as well. I used pink jade. So that's the 3rd strand. And once you complete this strand, pierce your leather and see where that little heart is. I'm going to go on the opposite side. So I work from the inside out to make sure that the beads are balanced. And I love, this is my favorite bracelet to make out of, whenever you're making jewelry, you always have like a pile of mixed little semi-precious stones or crystals, and you're just like, oh, I don't want to put these back in the container, and you kind of forget about it, and then all of a sudden you have a big dish filled with odds and ends. This is a perfect bracelet to clean up your bead table. Ooh, that's pretty. That is really pretty. But always make sure each strand that is next to each other is balanced. It's very important. And if I was, well, this particular one I designed for my girlfriend who works in the cosmetic industry, and her favorite color is purple, and she loves amethyst, and I just thought that would be perfect for her. She can wear it on her wrist, she can wear it as a choker if you make the straps long enough, or you can wear it on your upper arm and show off your firm arms, or you can wear it as an ankle bracelet at the beach or at a swanky little pool party. That's one thing about making it out of leather, because it will hold up. I have a couple that I've had for years, Okay, so there's 5 strands there. What I was going to say earlier is that I sell these for probably a little more than $129. So always make sure that all your knots are tied, your strands are even, and you don't want anything falling apart. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to this type of intricate work. Oh my God, that's so pretty. So I'm just waiting for her to send me a picture of herself so I can post it on Instagram. Now, I used a little Fiskars fabric cutter. I thought, I wonder if this works on leather. And lo and behold, it does. So I just took a little 5 or 6 inch plastic ruler and cut my little leather strips. Like I said, you could do canvas, but the canvas might shred. I've never done one on canvas unless you put a little dash of glue at the edge of it, but then nobody wants glue on their nice beadwork. So I tied a knot at each end. Oh, those are the beautiful little seed beads that I'm using. So I'm going to do, you can finish here by sewing your strap in and make sure that is in there firm as well, because you don't know how your client, how tight she or he will be tying this around their wrist, ankle, or arm, or neck. Well, probably not too tight around their neck, I hope. So it can be finished here, but I always go the extra step and do a little bit of simple beadwork around the edges. So pick up 3 beads, sew it through both pieces of leather, and then see how it looks like 1, 2, 3. You're gonna go to the left, right there, pull your needle through, and then you're gonna pick up 1 light color and 1 dark color bead. I did it this way, so I do like the way it looks, but it's a lot easier when you're beading, that you don't want to get mixed up and, oh, did I do 3 or 5 or whatever. Well, I mean, I just don't want to have a bead panic attack. So it's very easy to do. Make sure you go through both pieces of leather. Like I said, you start out with 3 and then you pick up 2. Now on this part, I'm making sure that the strap is sewed in double good, because like I said, you don't want it to pull away from your work. So now I'm going back through and I'm going to find that darker bead and go back through there, pick up a light bead and a dark bead. Now I'm using white colored thread so you can see what I'm doing, and I will show you, if you're working with black leather, how to fix that at the end. And it looks like I need to rethread my needle, but I'm not going to, because I've been doing this, like I said, forever. I know how to finish it off with a few inches left there. So basically what you're going to do, make sure your needle doesn't come unthreaded, and go back through 3 or 4 of those beads. And going through that leather will keep your thread from unraveling. I really should have used a longer piece, but like I said, it will even tangle on the best of us, right, girls? So then I'm going to slide it all the way through to the other side, and for sure that will not come unraveled. And then just snip it. Just make sure that the white thread, when you're going through, that you go between the 2 leather pieces. So there you go. Now try the other side. And just, yeah, make sure everything is nice and supple. Oh, I really like that. So now I'm doing the other side. Place it in the middle. Sometimes, even with me, I don't get it exactly in the middle, but that's okay, because, oh, that right here, take a Sharpie and just color over that white thread. That's the easy way, and a quick little secret of mine. Oh, I did both sides. Wow. I wish I could work that fast. Actually, this will probably take you, once you get your supplies together, less than an hour. And it makes a very awesome gift and an expensive gift. So don't be afraid to ask those high prices, because your work is quite the work, right? Right. We all deserve high prices for our artwork. And I'm notorious for having quite the high prices. So now at the end here, I'm working on this one. I was doing that one the other day at the pool, and that's really beachy. It's larger seed beads. There's some Chinese crystal. It's two-tone. And I just thought it was such a clean beach look. There's the size D thread, and then size 12 needles. And those are my little extra pieces that do not fit into my larger containers. So I have, of course, tiny containers. This one has smoky quartz, clear quartz, shell. What all is on there? Rainbow moonstone. I love this one. This one is turquoise aventurine. You can see that I use some Hishi turquoise that I'm about to point out. Ooh, rutilated quartz, one of my favorites. I really like that one. I could see myself wearing that, but I already have a turquoise one. There's the Hishi. Ooh, I love it. And those are just little semi-precious stones. That's the back. Nice beadwork. I must pat myself on the back. And this one is salmon color, and nice beadwork there as well. Like I said, you don't have to do the beadwork, but it just adds to your price, that you can get a higher price, because it shows that you really took the time and you cared about your work. Oh, I love that. And so, well, thank you for stopping by today. I really appreciate it, and I hope that you can have some great ideas from this, and you guys have a happy day. Oh, by the way, look at that turquoise one. That's all solid beads at the top there, the second one. So I didn't mix. I didn't do the one light, one dark. But, you know, try it when you have time, and have a happy day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Erling Garcia Art.